Jesus Against the Scribal Elite also falls against a broader background of methodological approaches in Jesus studies that stem from orality and textuality studies and memory studies and new streams of historiographical study. All of these really focus on ancient media culture, and they're trying to answer questions about the historical Jesus by first answering questions about what history was for the gospel authors. And when they talk about the past, how did they work with the past? In other words, it attempts to be responsible with the sources before making pronouncements about how Jesus really was or how he could have been. These trends have been around in gospel studies in one way or another since at least the 80s, but they've really come to an apex here in recent research, specifically with social and cultural memory theory. And one of the outcomes of this research in Jesus Against the Scribal Elite is that I do not try to make a statement about whether Jesus could read or write, or whether Mark's image of Jesus or Luke's image of Jesus is correct, even though I believe they have a difference of opinion. I don't try to make a statement about who's correct by just deciding which one's right and which one's wrong and then leaving the other one out. Based on newer approaches in social memory theory, I think that the right way to proceed is to ask, how is it that in the first century we already have this variety of opinion about Jesus, and what could have happened in the past that would have led to both conceptions, and how can we conceptualize that? There's no doubt that this, like any historical study, is based on imagination, based on historical imagination. But it's also an approach that attempts to be really grounded in explaining the sources instead of just choosing between the sources.